greater risk of stroke.
She began the session by reading the meditation. Those who believe AIDS is God's punishment and
in a clinical trial,
projecting on guilt, choose love instead of fear, forgiveness instead of guilt and blame.
reducing the risk of stroke.
It's very important you educate your own children about love and compassion of others. Of course, protect it as you educate them about this deadly disease, and Hunter said. In Young and Grades, the association curriculum explains how the immune system works. It tries to allow children fears about a virus they really heard about television and other sources. Hunter said one third grader told her that she was stopped kissing her birds because she was afraid of catching AIDS that way. In older grades, the curriculum gets more explicit about the sexual transmission of AIDS. This absence-based curriculum, Hunter said, but we are told that our children have to be taught that facts. Creating computer-savvy textures were the topics of many workshops, including one led by Linda Fisher, technology coordinator at St. Mark High School in Wilmington, Delaware, on Tuesday. To be effective, technology training must be convenient, relevant, and practical, she said. That means providing videos, tutorials for teachers to take home using a newsletter to answer on technology questions and sending teachers out to local businesses to see first-hand technology how it's being used in the workplace. Teachers need to learn the tools of trade, and today technology is one of the tools of the teaching profession, Fisher said. Sue Perilli and Kathleen Gallagher, both teachers at our Lady of Grace and Benedal, were thinking years in the future that attended a workshop in preparation Catholic school for the 21st century. Perilli, a first grade teacher, said teachers traveling definitely harder today and does have more people and more issues we got to deal with. The workshop called the Catholic teachers to great fellows teachers with moderate academic challenges prepare students to be Catholic people of action. Philadelphia, this is your brain. This is depression on your brain. With an overhead projector, a few drops of water, and a piece of cloth, Dr. Margaret Sasaki showed Catholic educators and asked serotonin, the chemical that makes you happy, gets sucked up by depression. In real life, depression is in so obvious and one of the educators' numerous texts in today's what for signs and trouble in students. Mental as well as academic life. Some of the symptoms include social withdrawal and constant fatigue, said Sasaki, critical psychologist from Philadelphia. She discussed everything from depression to attention deficit hyperactive disorder to substance abuse in a workshop Tuesday on mental health. Assessment of 21st century education. A rejected prom invitation is enough to prompt depression in one student. In every case of depression results from more dramatic events such as a death or divorce in families, Sasaki said. She cited one example of an extremely bright student who botched the PSAT by randomly writing down answers. When counsels investigated, they discovered he had been involved with friends who threatened to beat him up unless he sold drugs for them at school. Consequently, he had lost all interest in school. Sasaki said someone who could offer some tips to help students with ADHD do better at class. She suggests that letting students use a tape recorder, allowing them to stand up occasionally while working and helping them organize, to keep them organized. Shows that exactly what you want to do, she said. Supervise them, write it down, their homework assignments. According to teachers, detective worker, medication environment at school with students for non-medical reasons. You need to know how. There's no about every kind of drug and medication she warned. Mentioned in the case of students stealing from their Simmons Ritalin, prescribed attention deficit hyperactivity disorder to sell their classmates. Another medication, asthma inhalers are the latest thing some students are using to get high, Sosnowski said.
And right now on WCVB.com, the thousands of remembrances left in Copley Square after the bombings.
In mid-November, the Bucks County Food Bank opened with the promise of supplying low-cost food to agencies serving the needy. About 2 months later, it closed. Now the Pennsylvania Attorney General's office is investigating the Homeless Care Foundation Incorporated as a food bank operator. Meanwhile, the Greater Philadelphia Food Bank, which has a partnership with the Homeless Care Foundation, said about 12,000 pounds of its food are unaccounted for. The foundation also lets $1,000. Two non-profit organizations, the Homeless Relief Agency, one at Senior Citizen Center, said the Bucks Food Bank returned food to the Philly Food Bank, even after the non-profit groups had already paid for it. Other local groups complained they had a hard time contacting the food bank. Phone calls were not returned to the offices were closed. The Courier Times, sister newspaper that intelligence records says also in contact with Sherry Gould, the one couple who ran the Bucks County Food Bank. Sherry Gould is the chief administrator of the Homeless Care Foundation. Glenn is the board chairman. Repeated phone message were not returned, and a message left by a reporter who had visited their house also were not answered. The Bucks County Food Bank gave nonprofits as charities such as churches of food pantries the ability to buy supplies at a rock bottom price of 12 cents a pound. The foundation was affiliated with the Greater Philadelphia Food Bank, which allowed the foundation to distribute its food. The Goulds ran a Philadelphia pet store approached the Philly agency last summer with the idea of starting a food bank in Bucks County, said Nancy Smith-Fing, director of operations at the Greater Philadelphia Food Bank. The Philly agency, which is about 700 area organizations already, has been making monthly drop-ups in Warminster and Levittown, and the agency officials agreed there was a need for a Bucks Food Bank. The two agencies struck a written agreement in the first of its kind for the Greater Philadelphia Food Bank. The Philly Food Bank would be supplied with food and the goods would be paid for 6 cents of half the rate normally charged nonprofits. It was given the goods helped them get the food bank started. The goods would operate under the guidelines set by the Philly Food Bank, and the contract distribution and financial records would be reviewed after 3 months. The review never took place. At the end of January, the goods notified Smith-Fagan that they were ending the partnership. Since then, Smith-Fagan has a little contact with the goods. The couple has not turned over the pantry's records despite repeated requests. Smith-Fagan said she also doesn't know what happened in between 10,000 and 12,000 pounds of food, worth at least $628. That was part of the 40,000 pound shipment made to the Bucks Food Pantry. The rest of the food was returned. The Golds have yet to pay for the missing supplies. Smith-Fagan said the state attorney general's office last week have ordered the Golds produce financial records by Friday. Spokesman Chuck Lewis said. Harrisburg, the Pennsylvania Turnback Commission receives about $40 million a year in state aid, and it should be more accountable to Pennsylvania taxpayers. A group of lawmakers contended on Wednesday. Makes sense today. The legislature to put a Turnback Commission to meet Irish standards of accountability, said Representative Pat Curran, Republican and Butler. There's a question of finding road improvements, she said. The commission received some $40 million tax dollars which could be used on our state and municipal roads. The lawmakers are frustrated over their efforts to force the largely independent commission to act more like a state agency when it comes to hiring and finances. Among its proposals, we require the commission to seek competitive bids when it comes to going to the bond market to raise money for the construction. Require the commission to convert the civil service test in an attempt to counter the advantage of the priority patronage. Force the commission to submit an annual report to the legislature regarding the commission to appear before the House and Senate Appropriations Committee as due of state agencies receiving state aid. The House had some success with some reform legislation, but has hit a brick wall to the Senate. The commission, as well as yourself, supported real added. Toast shaded along the bill. Bill 91. Again, receiving a part of the tax roll company pay for the privilege of doing business in the state in order to finance construction of expansion projects such as Beaver Valley and Montfayette Expressway. The commission recently completed a internally funded 231,000 audit in some of its operations, and in some cases they have agreed with lawmakers. For instance, the internal report noted that there were some employees of which they seem to be no real function. The commission uses no tool to measure job performance, and it would not fund them promote employees in order to give them raises. The commission has also agreed to meet with lawmakers at a request. The legislature Budget and Finance Committee has conducted its own audit of Turnback spending the state dollars. That report is effective in early 1997. Senator Patrick Stapleton, Democrat of Indiana, called the internal report a public relations place. The Turnback Commission has fought against passage in its legislature in every way, he said. Meanwhile, Representative David Lorensky, Democrat of Allegheny, proposed stripping the commission of the $40 million in all liquid bills and it's currently give it around and then give it more from a gas tax suggested by Governor Tom Ridge, a tiny fraction of 1 cent at a 6.5%. Hike proposed in my Ridge would help to fund the commission's construction of the Montfayette Expressway to the Morgantown, West Virginia to Pittsburgh. Penske has opposed construction of several sections of the highway and then a 7 beltway looping and south of the greater Pittsburgh and International Airport before the final leg in Pittsburgh is completed.
This incident happened at a playground in Delaware.
The stench of brown bodies filled the air Wednesday in Monrovia, Liberia, as bands of armed thugs roamed the streets of Monrovia, looting homes and shops and smashing cars and windows, and there's a people lined up outside the U.S. Embassy in hopes of joining 270 Americans and other foreigners evacuated. The couple who was left in death came to symbolize Sarajevo's agony and came home in coffins and were buried together. Wednesday ended the odyssey of a Serb man and his Muslim girlfriend who knew Romeo and Juliet Bosco Brick and his girlfriend Amira Ismet died in a stamp fire on Sarajevo's most dangerous bridge in May 1993. Guaranteeing first election year debate over abortion. President Clinton vetoed the bill Wednesday that would be outlawed and rarely used technique to end pregnancies in her late stages, where Clinton struck down the bill in an emotional ceremony where the 5 women who had undergone such abortion spoke tearfully about their experiences and the fetal disorders that led to the decision. Ryan Brown was laid to rest Wednesday after President Clinton celebrated his truly American life in a funeral that reflected the Commerce Secretary's upbeat style. He would have loved to steal the day.
To more than 40 million in
blue chip issues. Someone on the stock exchange, the Dow Jones fell 74.43 points to end at 5,495. No. Blue chip issues tumbled the stock exchange as the Dow Jones fell 74.43 points to end at 5,495.98. In particular, the American workplace posted its best showing in its 3 years last year, but it was falling as the year ended. The space question might be the kitchen or the family room, or might feel the area under the window in the living room. Just need a little something if that's the case. It may be just the answer. Our widow tells advice columnist Abigail Van Buren, and while it's extremely hard to lose your mate, you can go on, survive, and become a stronger person than you were before. In sports, the Flyers showed that they still have some power. Without Eric Lindros, they transferred to the defending Stanley Cup champion, New Jersey Devils, 5-1. When Darren Dalton announced that he could no longer catch the Phillies, but they got a real steal when they landed Benito Santiago. So far, he made them look good, including hitting a game-winning homer Wednesday against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the Sixers saw the modest 2-game winning streak snapped by the Pistons, 9-76. Tonight, the Phillies are in St. Louis taking on the St. Louis Cardinals, while the Flyers be at the Spectrum taking on the Montreal Canadiens. And now, on to the active weather forecast. Now, Dave Frankel. Okay, thank you very much, Rick and Monica. Current conditions here at Philadelphia International Airport at...
Having a stroke can move you back before you could play golf, or run for an elevator, or talk to your wife, or even feed yourself. Spaulding.
At the 6 o'clock at the noontime hour in this April 1996 on a Thursday, we got a temperature of...
Find your strength at one of the top-ranked rehabilitation hospitals in the country.
All this week, Reedsbury Sheds are 10%.
58 degrees with a dew point about 27 degrees, humidity 31%, barometer 22 inches, visibly 10 miles, wind speed northwest about 21 gusts and 31 miles per hour. Rand region, we got 52 degrees at temperature right now. Here at Northeast, 54 in Philadelphia, 55 in Wilmington, 52 out in Princeton, Trenton, 53 in Newark, 51 in New York City, 51 in Jackson, 49 Toms River, 53 in Fallon, 52 in Atlantic City, 51 in Wildwood, 51 in Allentown, 55 in Reading and in Lebanon and in Lancaster, 56 in Harrisburg, 58 in Baltimore, 59 in Washington, and 59 in Annapolis. There. What about around the nation in today? Sunny podcast for much of the southeast with some sunny skies from the southeastern states and stretching up into the Delaware Valley. And some sunny podcast for much of the northeast, while some showers and thunderstorms from Kansas stretch out of Nebraska down to South Dakota, and station front from Montana down through there, and a cold front from Wyoming down through Nebraska down to South Dakota, the warm front from Ontario down through western New York and western Pennsylvania, and a cold front from Utah down in Arizona. High pressure in northern Florida and low pressure in western Utah and Arizona, and in the Dakotas and up in Ontario.
Showing off her nautical skills.
So, our forecast for today will go like this. Both skies and mountain today with highs in the low 60s. West wind about 15 miles per hour. Part cloudy.
America's Cup sailing.
Tonight, low around 30 degrees. Part sunny. Friday high will be in the upper 60s. Will be 68 be high. Low about 33 and mostly cloudy. Saturday with a chance to rain. Lows in the 40s and then highs in the upper 50s. For Sunday, both skies high 62. Low about 46 degrees. And Monday, most cloudy with a chance to rain high about 35. Low about 46 degrees. For the Poconos, cloudy and milder today. Near 50 degrees. West wind about 50 miles per hour. Most cloudy tonight and Friday with a 50% chance of showers. Lows in the low to mid 40s and highs in the low to mid 60s. For Jersey Shore, most of the night milder today. Highs in the low 60s and west wind about 50 miles per hour. Podcast tonight, low around 50 degrees. Podcast Friday high in the upper 60s. Here.
Alright, meantime, perfect timing for this weather.
UV index in Philadelphia, Atlanta State 5. Wednesday's air quality is good and today's expected to be good. And sunset 7:36 p.m. tonight. Sunrise tomorrow 6:26 a.m. and moonrise today 2:24 a.m. and moonset today 12:58 p.m. High tide Bristol at 9:12 a.m. and low tide 4:11 a.m. and high tide at Delaware River 9:55 p.m. and 4:54 p.m. Atlantic City high tide 2:33 p.m. and low tide 6:52 p.m. And that's gonna be it for the Channel 6 Afternoons, the noon report on this April 11th, 1996 on Thursday. I'm Peter Woods. If you have a good day, and we'll see you later. Bye bye, everybody. Alongside Rick Williams and Monica Malpass and Dave Franklin coming in next on Channel 6 to be the city. Next on Channel 6. Back to 5. Have a good day.
Marathon as part of team.